Hello, students. Today we are going to start a new chapter, that is chapter number 12, Foreign Lands, from your English Literature New Read and Reader book. Foreign Lands by Robert Louis Stevenson. This Foreign Lands is a poem written by Robert Louis Stevenson. In this poem, the poet talks about the dreams of a boy and indirectly talks about the various stages of life. Robert Louis Stevenson was a Scottish novelist born on 13 November 1850. He is best known as the author of the children's classic Treasure Island. His other notable works are Kidnapped, Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll, and A Child's Garden of Verses. He died in the year 1894. Let us proceed to the poem Foreign Lands. Foreign Lands by Robert Louis Stevenson. Up into the cherry tree, who should climb but little me? I held the trunk with both my hands and looked abroad in foreign lands. I saw the next door garden lie, adorned with flowers before my eye, and many pleasant places more that I had never seen before. I saw the tumbling river pass and be the sky's blue looking glass. The dusty roads go up and down with people tramping into town. If I could find a higher tree, farther and farther I should see, to where the grown up river sleeps into the sea among the ships. To where the road on either hand lead onward I to fairyland, where all the children dine at 5 and all the playthings come alive. Now let us come back to the first stanza. I shall read the stanza first and then explain it. Here, foreign lands means unfamiliar lands. Now, first stanza. Up into the cherry tree, who should climb but little me? I held the trunk with both my hands and looked abroad in foreign lands. In this first stanza, he says that if he could climb the tree, then he would see the foreign lands. In this line, he talks the ambition of a child who wants to see foreign places. Now, second stanza. I saw the next door garden lie, adorned with flowers before my eye, and many pleasant places more that I had never seen before. In this stanza, the poet or a boy, he climbs the tree and sees how the garden in the next door is decorated with beautiful flowers and how he could see far off places. Third stanza. I saw the tumbling river pass and be the sky's blue looking glass. The dusty roads go up and down with people tramping into town. This third stanza is about the second stage of his life. He would have grown up and had gone on long trips. During this time, he sees river and he personifies the river as dimpling river and also uses the river as a metaphor, that is, it is the looking glass for the sky. This line explains the youthfulness and vigor of the poet. He also sees various kinds of life by stating that he had seen dusty roads curving up and down, and many people are walking with heavy sound because of the load they are carrying. Fourth stanza. If I could find a higher tree, farther and farther I should see, to where the crown of river sleeps into the sea among the ships. In this stanza, the poet is explaining that if he could climb a higher tree, he would have seen the matured river getting mingled or mixing up with the mighty ocean where the ships are floating. Now, last stanza. To where the road on either hand lead onward into fairyland, where all the children dine at 5 and all the playthings come alive. In the last stanza, the poet explains that if he could climb a higher tree, he would have seen the road leading to the fairyland where the children would have completed their dinner at 5 and would have played with the playthings that had come alive. Now, let us do some question and answers. Answer the following questions. Number 1. Make a list of all that the child poet sees on climbing up the cherry tree. Answer. The child poet saw many things on climbing up the cherry tree, such as garden decorated with flowers, comma, a dumpling river pass, comma, dusty road that go up and down, and people walking into town. Number 2. What kind of river would you call grown up? Answer. A grown up river is the one which enters the sea. Number 3. Why does the child poet wish for a higher tree? Answer. The child poet wished for a higher tree so that he could see more beautiful places, such as the place where the river enters the sea and where the roads lead into fairyland. Number 4. What kind of place does the child poet imagine in the last stanza? Answer. In the last stanza, the child poet imagines a fairyland where children dine at 5 and all the toys come alive.